Hello YouTubers, Joe Kersey here on the back porch, the back deck on June 28th, 2017 at 16:30 in the afternoon Eastern Time. Sorry about the traffic noise, but I didn't want to do this inside because it's turned into a very nice day. It started out at, like 49, 48 degrees this morning, and I actually was running a little 750 watt heater on me with the door closed this morning for a while. I gotta check something. Sorry about that. Amateur mistake. Which I really can't plead because I've been using these types of cameras since I was 9 years old. I hadn't made sure it was in focus, but I was close. I was only off by about 6 or 8 inches. Depth of field should cover that. But enough of this technical nonsense. Yeah, so, eventually it's warmed up very nice. It's like 76 degrees now. It's very, very pleasant. I didn't really have any, very many goals for myself today as far as accomplishing anything. I was just going to kind of enjoy the day, which I have done. I read, Wall Street Journal, Daily Mail, and Daily Telegraph online, and have been checking in periodically throughout the day just to see what the latest poop is on things. I spent 2.5 hours watching Prime Minister's Question Time from the British Parliament. I'd like to do that on Wednesdays if they're having it, and if I think to do it. Now it starts at 7 o'clock our time, Eastern Time, because the Prime Minister's Question Time starts at noon their time, British Summer Time or GMT time, depending. So, of course, they talked a lot about this Grenfell tower fire. And of course, perhaps that's not the best thing to make entertaining parliamentary talk about, but I didn't get a sense that it was, handled incorrectly, but you go and you read the British paper's account of it afterwards, and I think they have a very different attitude toward their politics. Well, I know they do, than we do over here. I think most people over here don't take that stuff too seriously. I don't know, maybe that's the case in the United Kingdom too. It's a tighter, denser country in some areas than we are here, even in the big cities here. Anyway, I like to watch that. I've always taken a big interest in British politics. Well, in U.S. politics too, of course. I've been a political junkie since I was about 12 to 13 or 14. So I did that, and then that was about it. I mean, I wandered up and down the driveway a while just to see if there was anything afoot. There didn't seem to be any foolishness afoot out in the roadway like there was yesterday, where they were digging up a hole in the middle of the intersection for whatever reason. pretty much filled in by the end of the day. I don't know what they were doing. It's strange. I highly recommend this Fat Tire Belgian style beer, by the way. It's brewed in Asheville. I've mentioned that before, but this is really, really good. I think that's going to be my go-to beer. So, inevitably, well, see, it's been long enough now since I've been, Paul left in the end of November, and I think I'm starting to come out the other side of that, and wanting a little bit more, how should we say, human contact, if possible. I didn't say live with somebody. I just said a little human contact. So, I actually fell into a fairly prolonged interchange, with the texty stuff on Grindr with this fella, 19-year-old guy that works about a few miles up the road. I don't know where he lives, but he seemed like a very, I rarely have one of these prolonged exchanges with some of these Grindr guys. And, usually it's like, hey, hey, they say, hey, and then that's, you can't get any further interaction out of it. But this guy was very, very decent. I hope at some point we can meet, have a little fun. It's about time. It's been since May of 2014 since I've done anything. I suppose you ought to put the dogs and kids away. Although I should have said that earlier. But that's about the worst it's going to be, folks. A guy wants to have a close contact with another guy. Oh, how outrageous. Yeah, okay, so, and then the last episode of season 3 of Fargo came up on CouchTuner. So I watched that and screen recorded that. I'll be interested if they have a season 4. I'll tell you, if all of season 3 had been as good as this last episode, it would have been a heck of a lot better season. Because I thought the whole, certainly 6 or 7 of the 10 episodes in season 3 of Fargo were very thin. And kind of hard to make sense of, from time to time. But this last one was pretty good, so we'll have to see what happens there. Said he belching, sorry. Well, it's St. Alban's Day. Read about St. Alban, the first Christian martyr in the British Isles. And if you ever get a chance to go to St. Albans Cathedral, just north of London, it looks almost like one of these, it almost looks like the Alhambra mosque thing in Spain. It's with all the checkerboards and things. Obviously it's not anything to do with Muslims, but very interesting architectural device inside that building. Yeah. I was there only once. I've only been to St. Albans Cathedral once in 1979 with my mother when I took her over for a 3-week trip. I promised my mother and dad a trip over there to the United Kingdom and Ireland, for that matter, when I got enough money to afford it, but sadly he died before I could do that. But I was able to take my mother around for 3 weeks. And I won't say it was fun. It was fun for me because of what I saw, but I won't say the actual traveling part. It was fun because of her, how should we say, problematic behavior toward me. All right, I'm going to say bye-bye now, YouTubers.